Heidi-ho, everybody. It's me, Tufty, your favorite rat, the Rat Baron, and we are going to be back today with some more Planescape Torment. Sorry about the wait. Let me just get things set up a little bit better. So we are going to get back in Planescape Torment. I believe last we left off, we were trying to find information about a hag, and then the Pumpkin Man cursed us to hiccup repeatedly. So unfortunately, we're going to have to find a way to cure ourselves. That's pulled up. And I need to gaming. Capture. Where did it go? Planescape Torment. There it goes. It's hooked now. I just turn the music off. There we go. Oh, right. Yeah, so he cursed us with the hiccups. Now, I did look up something, and I know how to cure myself. There's a man outside. How's your torment coming along? Awful. I regret every moment. This tall, thin man, dressed in heavy crimson robes, has sharp-pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I am Salabash, oft called Salabash the Onyx, future mage tutor for the Civic Fest Hall. You've business with me, I take it? No, just some questions. About what, Not the word and the like, I hope. Plenty more common folk could answer such a question, and I'd just as soon directly to one of them. What did you mean by future mage tutor of the Fest Hall?
My journal.
It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the Fest Hall's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of Mage's tutor, but the title is currently in the possession of Lady Thorncombe. If only could somehow prove I'd be the superior tutor. Another question. Why are you called the Onyx? A long tale, which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth I was once called Salabash the Golden, for it was said that I have a heart of gold, a small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that, so he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation, along the same lines as the Golden, though admittedly someone less clever soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and the like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. You cursed him so that what? Oh yes, you heard right. Salabash sighs happily and chuckles to himself. That sort of thing is why I'm known as Master of Curses, you know. Master of Curses, perhaps you could help me then. Time for Undead Rat to continue the quest to undeadify themselves? So that make him a shit talker? Yes! Help you? Doubtful. Where you can respond, he sighs, shaking his head. Well, perhaps I could. What troubles you then? Jumble Murder Sense cursed me. Jumble Murder Sense? Ha! That sputtering mooncalf could never best me. Oh, the battle we used to have, though. Salabash frowns. But I'm all past that now. No longer my sort of thing, you see. I really don't know what I could do for you. After all, it's his curse. Not the sort you'd find on an item or some such. You know that you could remove with simple magics. He'll have to remove it, and willingly. Well, could you teach me a curse then, so that I could use it on him? Well, I don't normally do that. I keep my curses to myself, you know, and besides, even a single curse would take one a long, long while to learn. More time than I care to spend on it. I could pay you for your trouble. No. I have simply no desire to do it. Now kindly drop the subject, Sirrah, before you begin to annoy me. Perhaps you're just worried that your curses aren't good enough to best him anymore. You what? Of all the ridiculous— Now look here, you knuckle-dragging sack of scars. Salabash the Onyx is the master of curses, and there is no other. Why, I could give you but a single phrase that would render the nincompoop's cursing wholly impotent. Purse your lips. Look skeptical. That's it, you've made me do it! Salabash utters a short string of impossible syllables, words of power, which you note mentally for later use against Jumble. There, see what that does to him, and tell me that Salabash the Onyx isn't the master of curses then. Thanks, Salabash. I'll do that. Goodbye.
Updated my journal.
Played him like a goddamn fiddle. Alright, where's this pumpkin man? You! Throw the curse Salabash taught you at him. Jumble stares at you with somewhat skeptical expression as you speak the arcane syllables of Salabash's curse. After a moment of awkward silence, the Zausisek mage notes that nothing seems to have happened, and an evil grin spreads across his face. Continue. He opens his mouth to retaliate with another curse and of his own, only to realize he has no voice. Salabash's curse has removed Jumble's ability to speak, thereby destroying the Zausisek's ability to curse others. He clutches at his throat, panic welling in his eyes. Looks like the tables are turned, Jumble. What do you think will happen when anyone you've ever cursed finds out you can't speak or curse anymore? Jumble drops to his knees, a pleading expression in his eyes. He looks ready to burst into tears. Good. Will you remove the curse you placed on me and swear never to curse another who didn't mean you any harm? Jumble places his hands over his heart and nods vigorous. Very well. I'll remove the curse then. Jumble sighs with release. You remove Salabash's curse from him. He in turn removes his own, and your hiccups finally stop. He then bows humbly and casts his eyes to the floor. I'd like you to take your curse off Weakwind as well. Jumble nods, pouting, and with a wave of his hand, removes Weakwind's curse. Yes! Yes! After 15 minutes of agony from the last stream, I'm gonna take a lap. Yeah. Yes! Yes! Woohoo! Lap of victory. Thanks. Farewell, Jumble. I'm inclined to kill him again. Mage in training, mage in training. Let's see. Death's Advocate. Because I'm looking for a man named Quell. I guess I have to listen to the lectures, but that's going to be a lot of talking.
We need to set up Kip now.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, Fiendling. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
Thank you, Mort. Can you help me? How could I buy something from the Sensate Vaults? Might it become a Sensate then? In order to join the Society of Sensation, one must be willing to be prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. These must be either either new sensations or improvement upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught the sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting your suffering. That's powerful! I am ready. What smell or experience involving it would you offer us? Actually, I'd like to contribute one experience that involves all five senses. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their have seen. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of labored metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. And I even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes. Make a speech check on that one? I think that was the speech check. Yes, we shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges that only allowed to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompany you to record your experience. You return to the Civic Fest Hall's foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into the Society of Sensation, Traveler. May further journeys and experiences pave your road to the great truths of the multiverse. Thanks, Splinter. I had a question. There's someone I was looking for here. Okay, I guess not. Aha! Oh, Mort! I want to test this. Get back here. It works. Very loud, though. Hold on, let me just... There we go. I'm going to consult the wiki. Give me one moment. Planescape Torment. Hide quest. There's a walkthrough. Third floor. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I missed some quests. Oh well. I've discovered I have missed content. This must be remedied immediately. Yes, it was quite the vivid depiction, I must say. All right. I need to soos right out of here. This missing content is unacceptable. Let's see. Lower ward.
I'm gone.
Scofflaw! Few questions. No. Okay, I guess I'd walk through. Ah, okay. I have to report back to Glitzspur.
Done.
The questions about you. What can you tell me of the Godsman? Okay. I didn't realize that was a question. I thought it was a. Hold on. What the fuck? Has he already given me the thing? Who there, God? Yes. I'm sure I had it on me. Yes, sir, I'm sure you did, however. Okay. Okay, so I might have locked myself out of content, but that's okay. Ooh. Wait. Do. Apparently it can sell a companion into slavery. I can kill a companion for an additional power. Uh... Oh wait, I need to find a grimoire. Never mind. That's not worry about that. Make a sensate. Hold on. Hag. Ravel. Once you gain interest in the private sensorum by whatever means, seek out Quell. Okay. Because Quell knows about Ravel Puzzle well.
I'm gone.
Oh wait, this is a different path. A path I missed. Apparently not. Unless these lead to the same place. They lead to the same place. Okay.
All right.
Easternmost chamber, okay. Oh, I did not mean to rest. I should have read. Well, that's time wasted. Once you gain enter the private sensorium by whatever means. So where's the private sensorium?
Done.
Splinter! Can you help me? Can you show me to the sensoriums? There are 2 public sensorium where visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 and 50 commons, and the private sensorium where only members of the Society of Sensation are allowed. You can reach neither of them yourself. We must take you there. Take me to the private sensorium then, sir.
All right.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was tabbed out and did not see the chat. Cult of the Lamb's releasing something cool. Da 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 da. Ooh, 6-track metal album. I don't know those artists, but I'm very interested in hearing the album. What is this? The inscription around the base of this sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. Begin the sensation, please. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are, by far, the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, and then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his feature. I knew you would come. Hello. Oh, greetings. So good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, you don't know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke? Those journals that called me an incarnation? Ha! Burn them all! I did. All that I found. So what did they say exactly? They spoke lies, and nothing more! Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations preserving their experiences and writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves! It's my life! Mine! You want to steal my body? And you won't have it! So, you're one of my earlier incarnations? He crosses his arms and looks away. If you put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? Where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you, body thieves, might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now there's no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here, and you'll note that the rather sparse surroundings I left for you, all to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. I have some questions then. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though, by one experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. So there are actually 2 sensations with this zone. Yes, that of the Arborean hunting trip and that of this trap. He looks at you, looks suddenly wary of you. Why? Try and force your way into the other sensation through willpower. You try to escape the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your earlier incarnation doubles over with mocking laughter. Surrender, you never escape. You may as well lie down and wait to fade away to nothing. I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. I have some questions for you then. Did you put these tattoos on? No! That one incantation, that practical one did. I tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoos still on them. I've tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. I have you paused the mute so I can't hear what you're saying. I've been Meaning to play this game, I haven't gotten around to it. Also, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Will do, thank you. Somebody thank Solid Crazy. Because he can't hear me. Stygian, give this man my thanks. Thank you, Brother Bright Ears. Much appreciated. But why? The rat is pleased, and he shall sip of his tea to hydrate himself. It is maddening to feel the eyes upon you, reading your body like a book. Read the tattoos. His eyes grow wild. Stop that! Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. Keep reading them. The figure's eyes grow even wilder. Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you! He turns away from huddling up to cover more of his body. You see on his back the list of tattooed warnings that Mort once read to you at the mortuary. There's, however, one line at the bottom that Mort had neglected to read aloud. Don't trust the skull. Your previous incarnation grows more and more frantic as you keep peering at him. I'm warning you for the last time! Stop! You can't threaten me. You're a recorded memory, an apparition. I'll just keep reading them until you let me out of here. Just harass the man until he lets me out. He howls like a madman, thrashing wildly, clawing at his arms and frothing at the mouth. Out, 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 out! And like that, everything ends. You find yourself standing in the sensorium once more, slightly befuddled, but quite unharmed. Goodbye. That was quite the sensation, I will say. Oh, there's Quell. I kind of want to go through these first. A sickly green stone is securely fashioned to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger. Begin the sensation." Don't trust the skull. Don't worry, I really don't. Just refilling my tea. They did just empty my cup. Oh, there's an ad coming? Alright. Let's see. So, I'm going to look at the guide real quick while that's happening. Da-da-da. Yeah, he knows about... Quest 15. Okay. I know a bit more about what's to be found in this area, and we should really be exploring a little bit more. Begin the messenger! As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so that you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you begin to feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings.
Ah, awake now, are you? Questioning old one?
The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it's trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes?
Now, see what you did? I spoke...
Wait a second, I think it's... Now, see what you did, I spoke you did, and poorly. No.
Now, I see you did, I spoke you did, and poorly. So the price you have paid,
The crone sounds amused, then her tone drops sharply.
No more of your questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words, for reminding me you shall live. Not if you hear me. Another bit I shall take. Mamma mia! Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone. One of you feel one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup, or pour you what you feel into it. And I know this. Remember me to a man that wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks of memories but has misplaced them. If a smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me. Or if I am not to speak of, not to be found, let him come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak. My precious man and I.
The woman pauses and hisses again.
Not if you will hear me, you ragged thing.
I think she's Italian.
Ah, pretty polite to listen to so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak of my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain.
You try to speak again, but there's only a slick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel! Ravel, it is I!
My journal.
Ravel?
Ah, my precious man!
There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you can feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp. It is suddenly, barely. You can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a gray hut, upon a dirty floor where blood... Your bright red blood is seeped into the surrounding gray dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet you feel numbed. There's no pain, only fear. There's someone above you. Someone looking down on you. Look up. You look up through your bloody blurred vision. You see a horrid bluish gray face, grinning with yellow tusks.
Ravel is pleased, wondering if the messenger would make it for weak he was when his beasts were placed on my plate.
She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip is an eyeball, the right one.
Yet to the festive hall you returned it seems, and our time two together has been he shared, and now you have come. Success!
Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her grayish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders.
No time for answers does Ravel have. She has no time to waste with your guests' questions. Know this, and in knowing you no strong, you must find me, my precious man.
I'm starting to think she might be Jamaican. I don't know why, and I think the accent is starting to slip into that. But how? I do not know.
My journal.
I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now shh and listen to Ravel, for there's much you must do to find me. 3 things you must do. Find the door, show her the key, and then unlock the key.
Door?
The door is not a finished thing, at least when I gazed upon it, But the passing of time, perhaps it is now where wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find a door that takes up one to me.
What is the key you speak of?
To know of the key, to speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall. Many, yet only one knows who knows the knowing what the keys that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth.
When you say unlock the key, what do you mean?
And knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing and unlocking it, two tasks that must be joined, for at times a thing knows that not is nature, but you are not no stranger to that. Woohoo!
How am I talking to you if this is someone's shared experience?
Of stones and experience I am telling what Ravel will do, but not of the tellings of how she speaks to you now. Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, many are secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing this.
Okay, farewell.
Return, I will give her what help I can.
Ravel gives a flying smile, a horrible yellow fingering. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing, but in the end, only the one question remains. What do you mean, Ravel?
Only one question this I ask.
Ravel's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning on her face blood red.
What can a change of the nature of a man?
At the end of the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Let the experience go.
Wahoo!
Your vision clears until you're standing once again before the hideously green stone. Looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try and shake off the experience. Leave. What happens if I select it again? Begin? I've returned. Is I again? Okay. I want to see what the last one is. Wait, let's see. Sensate, sensate, sensate. Sensate, sensate. Sensate, 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 sensate. Okay. The base of this aquatic blue stone is sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a tolerable sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there's a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want to desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eyes is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye towards the future. You cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible fearing that rises in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes. Sigh. Close your eyes. But these words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is like a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear. The serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Echo. Only you. Only you. Your eyes snap open. It's his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows. He strides into the light of the drifting candle globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those features, you could almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for only you can help me, Dayanara. But it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dayanara, yet you, gray-skinned like a statue, striding from the light, is that Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades. The wounds and the tattoos horrible. You see through Diana's eyes, and she sees. How she can see you in such a way, she puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such a light, such terrible longing. Light, for she, how? Can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision is tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dianara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you, what? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dianara. I have no right to place you in such a danger for my sake. It is your words, they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl will see... Knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her long-stained eyes, and who... Are you that person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her? Like bolts from a ballista piercing her breast? Her, yet, she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to? I have come to ask for your forgiveness, Dianara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding, until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dianara that that is not a man, but a creature that kills for its own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dianara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs. But Dianara speaks, and you can't stop her.
I would place myself in 1,000 dangers. Embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar the way.
You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing. And her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be at one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires. But you could be strong. Stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him.
I can be strong, my love. I will.
Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. He sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Dianara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I'll expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her. He means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed, and you want her to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Dianara, run, for his eyes unmake all things, and...
Of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned.
You, she, her, speak the words, and in it, you feel yourself dying inside. You are but a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet she still speaks unheeding, uncaring.
I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S in it. The K and the S in it. I bequeath everything to you. It is not much, but I left...
Hold on. Let me just... One sec. I've just gotta post that in the Discord. We've gotta pin it for later. Because that looks important, but I don't have anywhere to write down the notes. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd. The K and the S. In it I bequeath everything to you. It is not much, but with it I left
Updated my journal.
you, him. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth and prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Does she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no. Keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Come now. I cannot die, Dayanara. There is no need for such foolishness. Her, you. She is overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you. Fear wells up inside her. You, as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. You must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he's impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember, should you forget yourself.
My journal.
You coldly regard through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry. Desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is nothing in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. Wait. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as her emotion falls to the ground, splitting like silver glass. Of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dayanara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is. He is the serpent. The serpent! Much like myself. Because I am an inhuman monster. A rat. And your hope dies, as in Dayanara's eyes, the emotion is rebuilt. The slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but a slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love. It just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of the words falls on Dayanara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy? The things you do, Dayanara. Such romantic gestures. No matter. No, you, Dayanara. You have driven away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There's the softness of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to... Wait. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself? Or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself. Or for the ones you loved. The word sigh falls again, terrible and swift. Yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dayanara. But enough of this. I must leave. He's leaving. You must make him remain. The experience swirls around you, terrible, and spiraling towards the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dayanara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go... His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now? You mewling banshee. Before I go, it looks I am in no danger of that. Come, Dayanara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She's desperate, drowning to say it. Say it, say it, and you, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true. The truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dayanara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dayanara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There's cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of thought. A response sharp and deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dayanara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but there is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm and she can't see. You want to call out, but she's crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion watches over you, like you're drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot, and tear yourself away from the experience. You scream as you tear your hands away from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone, blood, her blood. You can't warn her. You can't stop crying. Anna is watching you, terrified. She looks like she wants to step forward to help, but she's paralyzed. Yeah, are you alright? Yes, I just need a moment. Anna is silent, staring at you, hypnotized. Your blood drips upon the floor, each tear spattering in a crimson circle as it strikes the flagstones of the sensorium. What did you see in that fiend stone? Longing. Anna frowns, confused, and stares daggers at the sensory stone, as if she's thinking about shattering it. Aye, and I'm longing to break that stone. I am. You tear up so. No, I just need a moment, Anna. I'll be fine. As much as you want to hurl the memory stone of the experience from you, and you hold fast because you know it's important to remember. It was you in that experience. It was Dianar's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone and leave. That was painful on a personal level. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there's a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth and swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-covered ball. Oh, puce. That's a word I don't hear often. One moment. Just need a sip of tea. Pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, and then pops it into his mouth. I said, greetings. The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put in his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, and then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell. With violent gag, he spits up a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minarosian candies be damned, he cries. Shaking his fist at the insect, he whirls at you. What? What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting pucient mages with your ignorant prattle, babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering? The candy shoots from his mouth unchattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. Pick it up and eat it. You snatch the candy and pop it in your mouth. Its taste is sweet and tangy. The mage's jaw drops. My delectably scrumptious Bitopian fruit candy. That was good. Can I have another? Another one? Another one? Of all the raw, blistering nerve! What makes you think you deserve another candy, you unmannerly, churlish dullard? I don't deserve one. I want one. Now let's have it. How dare you so ungraciously demand candy of me, as if it was some divine right, granted to you by one of the greatest powers. I shall just kneel to this whim of yours, O great one. Pass my treasured candies on to your stigmatized sacredness. Why don't I anoint them with the precious oils? Have them blessed first. He stomps his foot with each word. No, I think not. Fine then, forget. Should I keep pressing him? I kinda... Should I keep annoying the mage? He might curse me. Troll the mage? Okay. I'll give you nothing, and you'll like it. He plops a candy in his mouth for emphasis. So good. He swirls it in his mouth, his eyes closed as if he were wrapped with ecstasy. So delicious. I want one, and you'll give it to me. Now let's have it. How dare you so ungraciously... Okay, so this just goes in circles. Okay, it goes nowhere. Fine then, forget it. I shall. Forgotten is you scabrous, rot-brained clattertrap. Now farewell. But I had some questions. I cannot, you yeasty, beef-witted pignut. His eyes bulge out as he jabs his finger at you. Now off with you! Off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show proper respect. Come bearing tribute. A gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth, candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone. Fine, I'll look around the word for something suitable then.
My journal.
I have to bring him candy. I love this quest.
I'm gone.
He's mad at me because I'm not because I'm not feeding into his sugar addiction.
Done.
Oh. I had some questions. Okay, no, that's just questions I already asked him. Have I been into here? Because this is the alchemy shop, isn't it? No, this is the brothel. I don't want to go about this yet. Barkeep! The smiling man nods cheerfully as you approach. Welcome to my cafe, good sir. What might I serve you? Some wine, perhaps? No wine, but I had some questions. Helpless sort of look. Humblest apologies, sir, but I make it a policy to serve drinks and nothing more. You'll have to look somewhere for conversation, I'm afraid. Are you certain you wouldn't like a drink? Some bread and cheese, perhaps? No, I don't need anything. Farewell. Come on, game. Let me roleplay. What's this? Boot shiner. Sit down. Clean and wax your boots, sir? Farewell to you.
I'm gone.
Okay. There's nothing in here.
Done.
Wait a second. Ah, undersigil. That's what it was talking about before. I saw something about this in the guide. I didn't look too deep into it, though, but apparently this is progress.
All right.
Advocate. The man is dressed in soft blue robes covered with intricate designs. Despite their opulence, however, the robes look wrinkled and worn. You place the man's age somewhere between middle age and early 60s. The worry lines make an exact determination difficult. As you enter, the man turns slowly towards you. As he does, you are suddenly struck with the terrible sense that you know this man, or did at one time. Greetings. The man squints as if trying to place you. Yes, is there something I can help you with? Who are you?
My journal.
I am Ionis. What were you looking for me? I don't know. What is this place? I'm an advocate. These are my offices. Ionis's voice takes on an irritated edge. Do you seek counsel? If not, perhaps you had best test your curiosity elsewhere. What's an advocate?
My journal.
Bert breaks in with a whisper. He's saying he's a lawyer, a counselor, one of those Burks who rattle their boxes at the courts. Francis Burt. An advocate provides counsel, helps others navigate the labyrinths of Sigil's legal system, arranges legacies for citizens to ensure their property is divided as they so choose upon death, defends those in Sigil's courts who have been wrongfully accused, and if you need any help with these areas. Actually, I've come to collect the legacy of a young woman. Okay, I didn't need to remember that. Let me just delete that message from the Discord real quick. There we go. The young woman's legacy is K8 is 687KS. That That is my daughter's legacy. How do you know my daughter? I don't know. I'm hoping the legacy can answer that. Why would... Who are you, sir, that my daughter would left a legacy for you? It is possible that I knew her once, and have forgotten her. You do seem familiar, somehow. Perhaps if you got the legacy, it might answer some questions for us both. Yes, of course, of course. Hold on a moment. You shall return pleasantly. Very well. I will wait.
Dated my journal.
All the articles are accounted for. Ionis is holding 3 scrolls in his hands. I had no idea she established a legacy here. He's staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may, read them, sir. Let me read them first, then I shall decide. Of course, but please, I beg you, have very little to remember my daughter by. I will not forget. Let's see. Leonara's legacy, healing scroll, Leonara's ring. Ooh, magical. My love, if you are reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. You have died. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you are forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me. No, it wasn't. He was a bastard. And the brief moments where we were alone, you let your feelings be known. That was when I knew you cared for me, carrying no regrets with you, carrying no guilt, for I came with you on the haunted journey of my own accord, and no matter how death came for me, I know you did everything in your power to save me. Yes, you may have come of your own free will, but you're still lied and manipulated too. Our lives are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight has seen what is to come, only in staccato segments, but it is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time, but we shall be reconciled again. Thus I do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Here my ring with you, these other pieces of me, and think of me, keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Okay. Hold on. Did any of it spill over into the other inventories? No. Hello, Ionis. I had some questions for you. Here's Dianaga's legacy, as I promised. Takes the scroll and studies it. There is a long silence, then he slowly looks up to you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case. He hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. I mourn the loss of your daughter. I hope her words gave you some comfort. Farewell.
Might as well.
What's up?
Done.
Well, is there anything else I can ask him, actually? Had some questions. Are you alright? I'm late, but some troubles affairs really trying me this past few years. Anything I can help with? No, there's little that can be done. Nevertheless, I appreciate your offer. Thank you. Perhaps talking about your troubles will ease your mind. Do not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. There was also the fire, but there was another matter. Tell me about your daughter. Yes, my daughter Diana passed away some time ago. I saw a woman by that name interred in the mortuary memorial hall. She had become a ghost and claimed she knew me. What did you just say? Her spirit now resides in the memorial hall. I spoke with her for a time, and she seems to be in distress. You spoke to her? What distresses her? Me, apparently. She said that she loved me and that I loved her, and that I had forsaken her. I see, perhaps. Are you the one she left Sigil with? The one who led her on the journey that killed her? I am not certain. I think I may be that man, but I have forgotten much. I don't think so. She seems hysterical and knew little of her surroundings. You might want to go seek her out. Travel there as soon as I am able to investigate the matter for myself. Your words carry truth, sir, then I am indebted to you. Tell me again of Dianara. Young, Society of Sensation, the Sensates, not an unpleasant faction, yada 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 yada. Who's not even able to recover her body. Oh, okay. You know how she died?
Journal.
Perhaps the most maddening part of this misery. I'll never know what possessed her to run off like that. What happened to her, nor where her body lies now. Do you know where they went on this journey? She never said. I'm not certain she was capable of saying where they had gone. It must have been a terrible place. Anything about the man journal she worried with? Barely know his existence until she departed. By then it was too late to have known him. I believe the man was me, but I've forgotten much. You? You're the one? You say you have forgotten? You have forgotten, but the incident was not so long ago. How can this be? I lose myself for a time. Anything can tell me... I misspoke. I doubt that I am that man. Just gaslight him. Snap his neck! Strange condition, yada yada yada. Countless lies. Really do not remember. Whatever fill you, my daughter, yada yada yada. Inclined to agree. He returns, you discover what has happened to my daughter. I will do that. And I have done that. I probably just fucked myself over, but whatever. Do. A mime? Let's see. Shot featured woman's appearance is attractive though somewhat disturbing. With her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes, as she examines you, a small pair of bat-like wings unfold from her back and then seem to settle back into your skin. Floating disembodied, prevaricating skull. Nears her eyes. You're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions. You sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really, or just casing the place because you have nothing better to do? Because Vrishka can help you. How can you help me? I travel and trade extensively, I hear a great deal, purchase a great deal, and I own a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Something you desire? Perhaps, what are you selling? Here to examine the weapons and charms, or one of my more exotic acquisitions? The exotic items. Various shelves in the middle of the shop. If you see nothing you like here, there are more items towards the front and the back of the store as well. Chocolate Quasit. That looks like candy. Examine a twisted little imp-like creature, sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know. I'm quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar, polymorphed into a chocolate by a powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. I'll take it! Let's see what you have. Usable only by Modrons. I have no idea who that would be used for. A Modron. I know what those are. Ooh. That's an improvement on my current weapon. Hold on. Let's just, weapons. Let's see.
Not this time.
Okay, let's... I'll just buy it. Oh wait, no, I can't buy it.
Not this time.
Okay, it seems that I can't get the item. I was doing free roam, kill 500 enemies as a rogue weekly, and have a mission with 23 enemies left to kill. Well, looks like you're gonna have to do another mission. Lamau. This man's face has been painted white, a pair of arched eyebrows has been penciled onto his brow, and red powder has been used to make small circles on his cheeks that accentuate his lips. He says something, but you can't hear him. His hands are pressed up against what looks to be an invisible wall. See if you can touch him. You try to touch your man, but your hand is stayed by some unseen force. The performance artist appears to be trapped in some sort of visible box or cage. I can't hear you. He sighs sadly and shrugs. He then steps back a bit, waves farewell to you, and begins to pantomime various actions, pulling on a rope, walking downstairs, and so on. Okay, so he's actually... Ooh, interesting. Issue is you have to kill a total of 2,000 enemies? Well, yeah, but, you know. Oh, so it's 4 weeklies of all the same thing. I see. Art store.
I'm gone.
An animated bloody iron chain coiling and uncoiling upon itself. The chain itself seems to bend and weave like the spine of a snake. A small placard reads, "A chiton's animate chain from jangling hitter." From jangling hiter. That's the chain. They're live. You notice the various barbs, tiny hooks, and needles on the other small sharp bits are welded across the chain's link. Abstract work of greens and purples writhes and ripples as it watched. Closer examination reveals that the actual painted image is changing rather than the canvas itself. The placard states, "Moments glance from the walls of Mokhma. That's the painting. Ooh. Art! This painting shows what it looks to be an infinitely long stream of bilious green glass, stretching off into darkness, horizon blasted, rocky plain. Impression that the head of the green cloud is rearing to strike down upon it. Blackhead reads, "Hazathoth at the consumption of Nagar." Okay, yeah, this seems to just be... This seems to just be silliness. Cool silliness, but silliness all the same.
I'm gone.
Hmm. Hello. Greetings. What a cute little Mimir. Isn't he? He likes to have the top of his skull scratched. Truly? Surely you jest, sir. 'Tis only a Mimir. What do you mean? Don't they all enjoy that? No, none that I've seen. They're merely objects, aren't... Morton interrupts her. Well, you see, Chief, it's all about the differences in the quality of your Mimir. Some, like me, are more enchanted than others. That's all. More self-aware is the term. The woman shrugs. That could certainly be. I had some questions. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? Never mind, other questions. She doesn't know anything. What is of interest here? Go on. Advocate's home, apothecary, brothel, slating intellectual lusts, the catacombs beneath the ward, and the tailor. And that odd little curiosity shop, too. I wish to know. Farewell. I need 14,400 coppers to buy that hammer. Or just save scum it. Though I think with the price, it might actually be impossible to steal. Show me to the sensorium.
Done.
Where's this bastard Quell? You. I have brought you some imported chocolate as a gift. Oh. Mage's expression curdles as you despise your approach. Unbelievably, you chose to curse me with your detestable presence once more. You ill-conceived reeky sod. He pauses, is haranguing to eat a small peppermint. I pray you've learned yourself some manners. I brought you some imported chocolate as a gift. Oh? His demeanor changes in an instant. Very kind of you. Very gentlemanly. Can I see? Show him the chocolate closet. Ooh. 8,000 experience. Takes it from your hands. Oh, quite rare these are, and most delectable. He bites out a large piece and tucks what's left into his tunic. Alright, I had some questions. He frowns at you, licking the last of the chocolate off his fingers. Who told you to bother me with inane questions? He stares at you, accusing. Come now, what is it you wish to bother me with? Or be gone. He fishes a malt ball from his sleeve and eats it. May I have some candy? A candy? A candy? What, pray tell, makes you think I'd give a candy to a shirtless, impertinent pumpian such as yourself, He taps his foot, arms crossed, waiting for your answer. Would you sell some, then? Now that I might, but I warn you, I sell no ordinary candies, but chocolates of power! He draws his last words out, rubbing his hands together readily. Chocolates of power. Indeed, they're not cheap, mind you, so you should find yourself short of jink. I suggest you drop the subject immediately. Would you like to see what I have to offer, Yes.
Updated my journal.
Let's see. Forces of evil, protection. Lightning has been known to issue from or strike the eater of such a candy. A piece of chocolate is coated with crisp, sugary shell. Eating it temporarily coats the devourer with a mesmerizing, crisp, crunchy coating of their own. Oh, I see. Frosty mint invokes friends. Charisma is increased. Lucky candy. Increases luck for a time. I'll have to pass on this.
Ooh, looks like my skills have increased.
Oh, hey, Mort. 9 hit points. I'm not getting much better than that. No need to save, scum? Some questions. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell at all? Such things, such tales are best left in dusty books and in the attics of old men's minds. Evil. Such a name. Such dark tales swarm about it, just like flies on a corpse. Just the same, you need to tell me. He rolls his eyes, plopping another candy in his mouth. She's a night hag, my boy, who came to Sigil, all evil and cackles. She was alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Balmy, old hag, only succeeding in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. How might I find her? How might you what? His candy rolls right out of his mouth and onto the tiles. Before you can so much as look at it, he snatches it up and pops it back into his mouth, giving you a dirty look so that I can't eat it. Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? What could you possibly want with such an evil creature? She knows about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago. Gone. Penned in the dead book she is. And even she were somehow, still clutching to life with her blackened bloody talons. Excuse me. What could she possibly know about you? If she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil, that is, she was even willing to help you. I'll just have to hope she's alive and she'll help me. By Lesh's 6 teats and a swollen tummy, what a flickering candle of hope hurled into the howling winds of pandemonium that is. Flicker, flicker, whoosh. Don't need to be any more the fool than you need to be. I must seek her out, whether she's dead or alive. But if she's dead, as she most likely is, then what's your plan, may I ask? You have everything you figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits. Nonsense. Nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, eh? What do you think I should do? The first brilliant question you've asked me. Me? I think you should give up this clueless idea of entering mazes and chatting with night hags and nope back to whatever crypt you crawled out of. Makes far more sense than fishing for the lady's anger, it does. Can you tell me how to get to her maze? Lunatic! Madman! Addlecove! Have you not listened to a word I've said? She's imprisoned in an interdimensional maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain! That means she's at least 10 times as balmy as you, at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead. Dead, thrice dead, and if by some happenstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. I understand, but I really need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her or not? Quell goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment, he fishes around in his tunic for a mint, then plops it into his mouth. You're serious. Serious now. Why so serious? So bator bent. So mule stubborn, he sighs. Well, born clueless, die clueless. Yes?
Updated my journal.
All mazes have portals. This much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal, its location or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of Ravel. A piece of Ravel? But if Ravel is mazed, then how am I supposed to... Then you'll have to make do. Find something that has Ravel's taint in it, mayhap, is all that I know. Oh, bother me no more about it. If you want to go pestering someone about something like that, go to the brothel slating intellectual lust. One of the ladies there is bound to have met someone who might know something that'll help. Thanks, I had other questions.
My journal.
Who are you? I am Quell. He holds up his hand imperiously, as if to stop you from introducing yourself. And don't bother to introduce yourself. You must be the most insolent, annoying pest this side of Sigil that I've heard so much about. A true pleasure to meet you, and thank the powers it couldn't have waited until you had curled up and died, thereby sparing you the pain of being forced to banter with the words with you. I would gladly trade my formidable sorcerer's powers for but a minor enchantment that would pierce your thick skull and introduce you to the idea of manners. My voice is faltering. I probably only have about an hour of this left. Manners? What about that chocolate I brought you? Formidable sorcerer's powers. Could you teach me? Huh, are you even a mage? No, but I was hoping you could make me one. Ooh, if only I had Bigby's boot of righteous rump kicking to throw you down throw down upon you. No, I will most certainly not make you a mage, you boil-brained potug. To do so would be to demean the art. Never mind then. Farewell.
Sure, why not?
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Before we do anything else,
All right.
I'm going to open the door to my room. Ooh, what's this? Small enclosed patio through these glass doors. Okay. The door is locked. Okay, this door is locked. Let's see.
Why not?
Ooh, there's a cabinet. Dodecahedron. Almost intangible tension runs over the object as you spring into the air at any moment. Use! This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both your fists balled together, seems inexplicably familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's metal or stone, you cannot tell. A certain almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring into the air at any moment. Examine the dodecahedron closely. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock, as each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has no less than 244,140,625 settings. You take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all combinations, and then you might just get lucky and just stumble onto a solution in minutes. Fiddle with it just for a bit. Methodically twist the old gray facets of the dodecahedron. A small strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hand seems moving your own accord. Ah! Turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once, and you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object, whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, though you cannot recall. Well, how about it? Can you... I don't know. Okay, 1 second. Keep working. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into the proper places, and you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron. You recall a cutting blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you made progress in unraveling the object's secret. Keep working. After avoiding the dodecahedron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th blade of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap, jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal corrosive vapor around a curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you nearly unlock the dodecahedron. Oh, by the way, Bright, since you're still here, remember that conversation with Quell earlier? Where the way that you solved that is by just being persistent? Just keep that in mind for our campaign. Sometimes failing at a speech check doesn't mean failing at the conversation. Keep working, you circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin to work with final facet positions just as you're locking the 12th Pentagon into place. Sorcerous runes hidden within the dodecahedron unleash a tiny storm of magical lightning. Arcs of crackling blue light run up your arms, leaving smoky trails of black, ruined flesh in their wake. After allowing your muscles to cease their spasms and picking yourself back up, you recall how to avoid that trap. After making a final adjustment to the 12th facet, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. Well, yeah, but I'm not saying... Like, there are obviously consequences for failing a speech check, but unless they walk away or attack you, it's kind of hard to fail at a conversation. I mean, that's not going to always work, but just keep it in mind. I will say that persistence is in fact a virtue. Can we bully the man into giving us candy? I tried. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Because it turned into a circle. He was very persistent. He was willing to sell us candy, though. It was very expensive candy. When adjustment to the 12th phase, the dodecahedron clicks, begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself, impossibly, into a perfectly rectangular tablet with the size of a large book. Etched to its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that, by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally recognize that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Until I learn this language, I might as well just put it away.
I feel stronger.
Hey, level up. Get ready to save, scum. We'll just,
I feel stronger.
10 hit points, yes! NPC brain logic in games different than in tabletop. Yeah, it's one of those things of, like, sometimes you can just annoy a man. Let's see. Let me double check something. Let's see. Kisai. Double check something. You can persuade him to train you in weapons, but you need to refute his argument that he shouldn't train you first. Oh! Now, obviously, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but... persistence. But I mean to say that, sometimes it's worth it. I'm definitely gonna try and max out my strength, because that's my build, basically. Just being tanky and having a lot of damage. Look at that, we're at 20. I think 20 is the maximum. Hold on, let's double check. Because... oh wait, no. Hold on. That does get me to 20. Beefy boy. Indeed.
Done.
So, I guess we go back to the brothel. See if we can get some answers. Let's see. Hello, my wife.
How may I help you?
I had some other questions. Would you like to join me? Who's to say she should be coming with us? We do not need like her, so says we don't. Bar that, fiendling. I'm all for the succubus coming with us. The powers know you're about as fun as passing a call trap through your bowels. You best latch your bone block school already. You're so hard they'll be picking your teeth off the spire. Now, I will say, one way about how Anna is written, it makes me uncomfortable how she's immediately smitten with the main character and seems to be jealous of any woman interacting with him. It feels weird. Travel with you? That's rather forward of you. You're a sensei. Surely there's supposed to be a limit to how much you can learn here. I think you'd be surprised. If you wish me to accompany you on your travels, I need a far more compelling reason than that. I'll see if I can find a more compelling reason. Farewell. Time to look at the guide. She's big, beefy, dumb, and demands hugs. Don't deny her. Who is?
I'm gone.
Well, yeah, it's just I'm also looking at this from the lens of this RPG was released at a time that has a very what is the word I'm looking for? The 90s were a silly time. And sometimes the personifications we have they gave to characters, specifically ones of the female's persuasion, did leave them to being well, we haven't seen much of Anna's personification other than angry and jealous and being hot. Strange cubic creature seems to be much a machine as it is organic. As you approach the thing, it silently stares at you with wide, unblinking eyes. Its face hasn't the slightest trace of emotion on it. Come on, Chief. We're in a building full of some of the sexiest chits this side of the multiverse, and you're stopping to talk to old Moldrons? Ignore Mort. Greet the Modron. My apologies, Mort, but I'm talking to the Modron here. Fine, whatever, but don't say I didn't warn you. You probably won't get anywhere with them, though, Chief. They're an odd lot to talk to. Greetings. Its voice has a metallic reverberating quality to it, as if it were more sound played on some warped musical instrument than true speech. Your greeting is returned. There's a soft click as the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs in the air between the two of you. I have some questions. Identify yourself to us. I'm not sure who I am. We would know why this is so. I don't know myself. I just can't remember. All things should have a name. All things should be identified. We find your answer unsatisfactory, but it shall have to suffice for the present. The creature pauses and blinks at you. We would identify yourselves as Modrons, Quadrone type, winged variant to the subject. I had some questions. The subject is free to ask a question. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? We know nothing of any being or object possessing such an appellation. What are you doing here? Our purpose here is observation. What are you observing? We are observing one of the establishment staff. Who are you observing? As previously stated, we are observing one of the establishment staff. But who exactly are you observing? The object of our scrutiny is named Delora. Why are you watching her? We have not been informed as to the specific purpose or purposes which resulted in our being given our present task. The command of our superior Pentadrone is sufficient reason for us to perform said task. As such, the purpose or purposes are irrelevant to us. And another question. The subject is free to ask a question. What can you tell me about this place? A building located in the section of Sigil commonly known as the Clerk's Ward. We cannot give the exact coordinates as the surface of Sigil changes at intervals. We have not determined as of the present. The building itself is known as the Brothel of Slating Intellectual Lusts. It serves as what may be broadly defined as a language school. The students of the school are primarily females who intend to, at some point, we have not determined, and which varies from student to student, become a factorum of the Society of Sensation. The Society of Sensation? We will provide a brief summary as to what the Society of Sensation is defined as: a faction whose core belief is that with experience comes true understanding of the multiverse and its secrets. True! Never mind, actually. Farewell. Delora. This dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a culture-refined look about her. As she turns to you, you note that her eyes, which had you previously thought to be gray, are the cover of brushed steel. Hello. The woman's soft voice is calm without inflection. It is certainly far away in quality, as if somehow not attached to her. Greetings. I am called Delora. How may I serve you somehow? In what way can you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes, then touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate in any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for few such games here. Debate, you say? That is correct. I am neither a tome nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and their effect on the Sigilian politics, the most effective battle stratagem for warring in Arcarian, the matter of meaning of resistance itself, I would be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in the debate. Choose a topic. See if you can best her. You choose a topic and begin. At first, you seem to be holding up fine, but in time your position crumbles as Delora crushes one of your arguments after another with her infallible sense of logic. She seems to take no joy in her victory, however, and merely offers, if you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I could argue your position this time, should you desire it. Why are you always so ruthless in the debate? Mistress Grace instructed me to show no mercy, for another of her students always shows a patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. Can we play a game now? Of course. Is there anything in particular you wish to play? No, I don't remember any games. Here then, allow me to show you one. Delora brings out a thin, lacquered box, which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box prove to be a number of polished stone chips, half of them black, half of them white. This game goes by many names. This game goes by many names. Shall I explain the rules to you? Yes, please. Delora explains the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one bests the opponent. It seems, however, somehow faintly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yes, let's. As you play, you come to realize that you've done so before. Even your best tricks, though, are nothing to Delora's well-calculating strategies. The game runs steadily downhill for you until you are, at last, beaten entirely. She does not smile or gloat, however, but quietly begins to put the game away. You seem to possess a good understanding of the game. In time, you could become quite good. Thanks, I had some questions. Eyes to the floor, no, silent, might be a sad sigh. I am willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at this time. My apologies, but I fear you will simply have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong? Anything I can help with? She looks up from the floor and into your eyes. Once more you're struck by pale smoothness of her skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, no, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think, all things shall be resolved. Are you certain there's nothing I could do? Certain? No, I am not. My first love, Merriman, possesses still the keys to my heart. So long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy. Then I'll find this Merriman and speak to him on your behalf.
Dated my journal.
Were we to speak and find and speak with Merriman, I would be most grateful. He's a member of the Society of Sensation. You may wish to ask for him at the Civic Festival. I will return when I find him. Farewell. Vivian! This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanor is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small phial dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an exotic, erotic scent that seems to draw you towards her. Greetings. And to presume I'm being summoned? No, I just had some questions. Go on then. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Isn't she some historical figure? I can't quite recall. Who is she? A night hag from Sigil's past, I think. I hope she stays in the past then. Night hags are foul creatures, searching all femininity everywhere in the plains. He suddenly pauses. You may wish to ask Yves. She knows all sorts of peculiar little tales. That's all I wish to know. So we're looking for Yves. Just realized Next Fest ended, so I'm gonna rush through the demos before they disappear. I mean, it could be a good idea. I didn't even know Next Fest was happening again. It's Echo. This room is just empty. Marissa. Kasai. Let's see. And don't come back? Okay. This wild-looking tiefling girl meets your gaze with an angry scowl. Her tattooed body is practically naked, covered by only a narrow leather thong and a black collar brassiere. Ooh, alright. Gamaxi Addertongue. Greetings. Bears her teeth at you, and just what are you looking at, you banged-up sod? My friend thought you were attractive, but whoa! Was he ever so horribly mistaken? She sneers at Mort, then looks below and where a body would normally be. Sharp tongue for a stemless debtor. Let them keep at it. I'd like to let mine everywhere near if I had one. What, did you hear the word brothel and think you can make some jink here? You flea-bitten gutter whore? Ha! I can't believe you've even let you in the door, what with all those ticks hopping off your shaggy legs. Ticks? The only annoying insect around here is you! She suddenly turns to you. Hey, were you talking to me or what? Or what? What else can I do for you? What did you have in mind, you sodding jawbox? Go ahead, give me a reason to say no to you. What do you usually do for patrons? I'm a practitioner of abuse. Okay. Let's just walk away from that door. We don't want to go into that door. Eves! Fetching young woman has a faraway look in her soft sea green eyes. Greetings. Greetings, I'm Eves, the tail chaser. What a coincidence. I too chase tales. Ys continues unperturbed. Have you come to trade tales? I'd like to trade tales. What would you... I would like that very much, yes. Tell her the story of the Silent King. Tell her the story of Riquin's curse. Henceforth, until you... As you tell the tale of Riquin's odiferous curse, she seems to devour your every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale, and now I have one for you, the Gilded Tale. Excuse me. Go on. Upon the plain of Ysgard, in the Gilded Hall, where those sensates that seek the pleasure of the gullet and loin can be found, they indulge in these passages in earnest, never realizing that the doors of the hall never open and there is no clear path back to the civic fest hall. They are the unwanted sensates, the ones that do not truly believe in the faction, but instead seek only pleasure for pleasure's sake. Are prisoners who do not realize that they are such truly prisoners? I had a question for you. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Tale of Ravel Puzzlewell, frightener of children, begins and ends with a question. What can change the nature of a man? Money. Many were the times she posed this riddle to those who approached her, those who sought to glean from her strange magics that she alone seemed to possess. All attempted to answer her query, but to no avail. They found the price of their wrong answer to be some horrible fate, always more terrible than the last victims. To recount their various torments would be speak things that nightmares are woven from. Go on. The tale strikes me this way. Ravel herself knew not the answer to this question, but she lusted for such an answer. Only the why of the matters remained a question. Why did the nature of a man matter to one of the Grey Sisters, especially to one of such power as Ravel? Go on. I liked the Modrons. They were easier to read. It is said that she put the question to the Lady of Pain, not directly, but shouted it to Sigil itself, daring for the lady to answer. When no reply was forthcoming, she wove terrible magics that threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains roll in like a wave. Go on. She received no answer other than banishment. To this day, no one knows the answer to Ravel's question, and now there is no one to petition, for Ravel herself is gone, lost to the plains.
Updated my journal.
And another question. Wait, there's more. Though my tale ends with Ravel's demise, there are some that claim the hag still lives. There's a silent prostitute here who once talked of such things, but she seeks no longer. If she would speak to you, she might tell you more of Ravel. What else can you tell me of this silent prostitute? Echo? Ys frowns, thinking. I once heard a tale of a girl who knew the word that, if spoken, would undo the multiverse. Perhaps this is Echo. Ask Laura, though. I understand that she sometimes meets with one who knew Echo before she stopped speaking. That's all I wish to know, Yves. Farewell. Thank you for setting me on this path. Flash as he sees you. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys of my heart? No. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm gone.
It was something with an M. Merriman! Go away. Wait, Delora wanted me to speak with you. Is that so? About what, eh? She says that you're her first love, and that so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she'll never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Leaving her under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case, I won't just give the keys to you. Wait, are those literally the keys to her heart? That they are. Delora's a construct. Didn't you know that? A creature of sorcery and clockwork mechanics she is. And one of my finest creations, Merriman sighs. But cold, without emotional character. I brought her to that brothel and set her so that she could not leave. in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her own personality. The keys are the tools I use to set her. She wants them because she feels that they're limiting her personal growth now, I suspect. Well, what do you want for the keys? I want to forget. I've lived almost 150 years now, and I've seen every sensory stone I've cared to in this grand hall. I've little time left to live, and I'm too weak to go out in search of wholly new experiences, so I need to find a way to forget them all. That way, I can start again in my final days. So do I just wallop you in the back of the head, or what?
Dated my journal.
No, you bloodthirsty lummox! I need something, some item, some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draught of the river Styx, something like that. Alright, I'll return if I find something. Farewell. Back to the exotic goods store! Just imagine that this section is sped up and set to, like, Cyrano's perfect math class. Oh, my thing is set to be too sensitive. One sec. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, my PNG tuber is definitely freaking out a little bit. It's probably been doing that all stream. Yakety sax? Yakety sax maybe, but I feel Yakety sax is a bit old hat at this point. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Look to the front. Middle of the store. Gorgon salve. Metallic cube figurine. $1,500 coins? That's a lot. Look at the back. Elmo unused manufacturer, keeps contents usually beer, of course, icy cold, whatever surrounding temperature, 290 copper commons. And you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. Look at other things. Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. It makes the wearer invisible, well, almost. Elixir of horrific separation. Battled by a scholar who found she possessed a darker half. Side of her which took control at times and bade her do awful things. This potion was to have split the dark half away from her, creating two separate beings. Mercy killers, however, have found and executed her for a string of depraved murders before she could use it. I'd charge you only 200 copper commons for the elixir. Let's see. Gorgon salve? Well, oh, that's actually pretty good. Monster jug. Monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's prickling up like that. Okay. Oh, nope. Wait. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Back of the store. Stained lens. Lens attached to some sort of clockwork machine. It smells faintly of horrible perfume. Brishka holds it up for you. I have no idea what it really is, but it radiates a fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gisis brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there. He brought me a number of interesting items he collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you like. It didn't give me an option. Maybe I needed to scroll down or whatever, but it only gave me the option to actually take it. What the fuck? Davis Tears? Da-da-da-da-da. Other things. So I'm going to double check the guide for Merriman. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ah, I see. Okay. We have to go to the art gallery.
Done.
We have to examine culture. This isn't culture, this is a lawyer's office.
I'm gone. I'm
What?
gone.
Okay, so it's this one, I believe. Several shards of black crystal or ice swirl within the freezing wind that this ornate pedestal gives forth. Each shard looks razor sharp. Touching or grabbing one could be perilous. Placard on the pedestal reads, Dark Boards of Acanthus. Touch one. Finger enters the icy wind that rises from the festival. Instantly a coat of numbing frost forms around your finger, causing you momentarily draw back. Place your finger back in and touch one. Touch your finger in the frigid, numbing wind. Ominous review. Forefinger freezes solid. As one of the black shards spins into it, your fingertip breaks off with a sharp crack and goes skittering across the Galleria floor. The icy birds remain in their whirling orbit as you wait for your fingertip to grow back. Leave. Hope no one saw any of that. Shore scene, yada yada yada. Nothing unusual about the surface of the painting. Okay, this one's just art. Apparently I have to ask about that piece that I was just looking at. Corey's a well-dressed elderly woman in a gown of peach-colored and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. It is then that you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Ivana. Welcome to my Galleria. Feel free to look about, spending as much time here as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. Answer questions. One moment, sir. Would you be so kind as for... Your voice, it seems heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? Yes, go ahead. Smiles, running your hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... He touches the side of your throat, flushes, then pulls them away. Pardon me, sir. I was curious to see how far they went. It's fine. And they're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. Had some questions. Have you ever come across anything like the writing of this dodecahedron? Fingertips across the laying upon the journal. No, I have not. You would do well to ask a proper linguist. You might find one at the Civic Pest Hall. And another question. Question about one of the pieces. Dark Birds of Acanthus. All of them are chipped from the great magical sheet of black, infinite ice that rests in the black belly of the plain of Acanthus. Ivana pauses, tapping her chin. It is said that this sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollection of all that are plunged into the Styx's memory, destroying waters, still lie frozen within the ice. If the waters of the Styx destroy one's memories, would this ice from Acanthus do the same? I could only assume so, yes. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. Let's just coward save. Grab one. Grab. The hand falls off, skitters across, just like the finger. Frost-covered fist thrust under your bleeding stump. Noting the dark bird you grabbed, a razor-sharp shard of black ice, has already melted away into nothing. Looks like you'll have to catch it in something that'll keep it cold. Eventually, with warmth and feeling, returns. The Stein! Hold on. Actually, who of these guys has the best charisma? It'd be Anna. So I want to hand Anna all the syllables.
Done.
Yes, I am. Weapons of charms. Okay. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Back of the store. Ailstein. I'll take it.
I'm gone.
It's a good thing we stumbled into that.
All right.
Catch one in your frost ale mug. Dip the mug in the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a small shard with a slight clang. Peering into the mug, you see that the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. Neat. Okay, yeah, I can't get another one. Captured black ice. Absolutely. I don't know why it has to be in crystal form. It's kind of expecting the Stein to turn it into a drinkable.
All right.
But I suppose this will have to do. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I just had a thought. If we give him this, and it takes all his memories, how is he gonna remember what we need from him? Let's just coward save real quick. Here, take this mug. It holds a dark bird of acanthus, a sliver of ice from the river Styx. It should wipe your memories clean. Muggs removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. He melts instantly, leaving him somewhat startled expression. Merriman?
My journal.
Merriman looks at you confused and the paper in his hands. He reads aloud. Congratulations, Merriman. You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the front door to this building, for more information. He looks to you again. Well, it would seem I owe you. Thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. I'd best find this Splinter fellow and find out what's going on. Thanks, Merriman. Good luck.
I've learned some new tricks, aye?
Oh, hey, level up. Just quick save.
I've learned some new tricks? You know I've learned some new tricks?
Come on, I know you can get more than that.
You know I've learned some new tricks?
Fuck you! 1 HP. Bouncy rat? Yeah, I bounce when I speak.
You know I've learned some new tricks?
I think the game is mad at me for save scumming.
You know I've learned some new tricks? You know I've learned some new tricks? You know I've learned some new tricks? You know I've learned some new tricks?
Also, the reason I'm doing this is because it was recommended to me.
You know I've learned some new tricks?
Okay, I guess 3 is the highest we're getting. But I still want to gamble.
You know I've learned some new tricks? 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 You know I've learned some new tricks?
Okay, I guess 3 is the highest. This is weird. I'll put 15 in... 15 into there, 5 into there. Then we will save.
Might as well.
Why is she just suddenly getting a ton of levels? You can't hear me at all? Wait. Can you hear me now?
I'm gone.
Couldn't for a while. That's strange. But yeah, I was just save scumming in order to get the maximum amount of hit points for her. Which apparently isn't a lot.
Done.
Delora. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys to my heart? Yes, I have the keys to your heart. There they are. At last, she takes the keys from your grasp. Her hand brushes against yours. Her skin is dry, but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me. I thank you. Of course, Delora. I have some questions. Of course, I will answer what I can. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo. Her voice, and in fact her every means of communication was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Faramisha. Faramisha, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it with a crystal vial, and hurled it into Megogalamdraga's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another, new voice could return to her the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to Faramisha's paramour myself once. Okay. So I'm going to learn more about your nature. Merriman never told me much regarding my construction. I know little of the inner workings of my body, much as you likely know a little of yours. Outwardly, though, I am a human woman that in all respects, save for the texture and temperature of my flesh. Does that satisfy your curiosity? What about your mind, your emotions? Its functions are very much a mystery to me, as any humans. When I first came to this place, I did not understand emotions, nor have any of my own. I have feelings now, though I am only beginning to understand them. What do the keys do exactly? I can only assume that Merriman made the keys so that there would be no risk of me drawing away from him before he had tired of his experiment. Now that they are in my possession, I am free to develop and possess my own emotions. And another question. Never mind, actually. Farewell. Echo. Striking young woman has the skin color of burnished copper, a translucent white dress, held precariously by golden clasps, is draped carefully over her shapely form. Greetings. Woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweetly perfumed, fills your nostrils. I had some questions. Is your name Echo? She nods. I had some other questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Her eyes flash and she smiles. She knows of you. She smiles at you. What do you know of her? May I ask why you can't communicate? Do you know the word that will undo the multiverse if it's spoken? And she gives you a beaming smile, rolling her eyes and shaking her head. Was it something else then? Was your voice stolen?
Updated my journal.
Nods vigorously, clasping her hands together and smiling at you. Do you know of any way to get your voice back? She shakes her head, her face wrought with frustration. She suddenly looks at you pleadingly, as if expecting an answer. I swear I will look for a way to return your voice. Echo nods to you slowly, smiling at you with eyes full of gratitude. I will look for something that would give you a voice then. Farewell, Echo.
My journal.
I'm going to have to check the walkthrough for this. I'm glad to have this. Helper. Fiend's Tongue. Okay. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't entirely sure.
I'm gone.
I wouldn't consider prostitutes to be lowly. I would consider the profession to be lowly, but I wouldn't consider them themselves to be. We are all, ourselves, humbled in creation. Though we do like to think of ourselves as much more. The vast, inconceivable wonder of the creation is something to marvel at, not to think of ourselves as worthy of taking. Borrowing, perhaps, not taking. We are not all prostitutes, despite what Reddit might tell you. We are all prostitutes in the brothel of life. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Fiend's Tongue. Examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brown. Vrishka frowns at it. That's a fiend's tongue. A Cornuggins, I think, but it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'm selling this oddity for only 66 coppers, should you want it. I'll take it. It may give Echo back her voice. Yes, Vrishka purrs. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Farewell. Free speech without spending the ducats? I mean, look, sometimes you're just going to get a motivational speech from me. Or a philosophical ramble. The speech, however, like the speech redeem is specifically to mess with me. Like, if you want to redeem it and just, like, out of the blue ask me for a speech while I'm trying to juggle something and have just incomprehensible, jarbled expressions come out of my mouth without any filter or logic. That, my friends, is the purpose of the Redeem. Oh wait, sorry. I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to the other woman who shares your sprite. I've got this fiend's tongue for you. She raises an eyebrow and gives you a skeptical look. I'm told that should you place it in your mouth, you'll regain the ability to communicate. She nods and takes the bottle from you. She gingerly picks out the severed tongue from the briny solution and, after staring at it for a moment in disgust, places it into her mouth. Suddenly, her eyes widen and there is a blush of reddish light from between her lips. Are you alright? Echo opens her mouth, closes, then opens it once more and speaks. I can speak again. Oh, joy! I thank— Damn thee to the darkest of pits, thou stench-ridden worm! Kneel before me in supplication, insect! Yikes! Eh? Echo yelps and covers her mouth with both hands, her eyes widen with panic. It must be the fiend's tongue. She slowly takes her hands away from her mouth, nodding. It seems I must devour thy frail shell and consign thy soul to the abyss for all eternity. Thou shalt serve in my battle thrall till the plains grind to a halt. Thou art mine, mine. Echo shuts her mouth again and begins softly, quietly to weep. Wait, I think I saw a way to help you at Vrishka's Curiosity Shop. Deva's tears. They're expensive, though. Echo nods and produces a slip of paper from her clothes. It appears to be a promissory note in the amount of 1,000 commons, which the processor can collect from the brothel. She gives you a questioning glance. Yes, this will be enough. I'll be back when I have the tears, Echo.
Goldport, also known as Wanker City.
I missed what she said. All I heard was also known as Wanker City. What was the beginning of that? Okay. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Front of the store. Dava's tears. Vrishka, they were collected from a Deva, blah 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 blah. I have this 1,000 common promissory note from the brothel. Frowns slightly, examining the note. Well, I suppose I can have Standish fetch it later. Very well, here you are. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Farewell. Apparently she gave me money for that. But only one. One money. Yeah, because now I'm at 2061 somehow. I was at 2060 before. You mean paid for it? Well, I mean, I guess I do get a tip because I'm a gopher.
All right.
I wonder if 1 copper piece would be considered like a good tip or if it's a bad tip. I brought you these Deva tears. They should soothe the tongue's cursing.
My journal.
She nods, smiling, takes the vial from you. Echo places a few of the sparkling blue drops on her tongue. I believe the tears are working. Yes, they are. I can speak my own voice once more. Oh, how I thank you. Echo squeezes your hand and bows her head gratefully. Her eyes are welling with tears of joy. It was my pleasure to help. Farewell, Echo. Greetings, sir, and well met once more. Hello, Echo. I had some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? She nods and lowers her voice. In fact, I do. Not only does she exist, she has children. She what? One of them is here at times. Kazaiceris, she is a child of Ravel's, though she is loath to accept the fact. Who could blame her? She pauses for a moment, thinking. I have never gotten to admit it, though I am sure it is true. Interesting. I had another question. What are you doing here? I'm a student here. As are all the prostitutes, we seek to better learn the art of language in order to simulate the minds and heighten our awareness of ourselves and others, to create new ways of experiencing another person. He pauses, lost in thought. Go on. Well, I've been without the ability to speak for so long. Most patrons came to me seeking someone to listen, someone attentive and capable of understanding them that they could speak to, free of interruption and the like. Now they can speak once more. I wonder if the time has come for me to move on, leave the brothel, and become a sensate. A sensate? Some other questions. Farewell. While I am glad that she has the ability to speak, I am not quite interested in her entire life story. Oh. Juliet. The guide mentioned that you have a quest, but I will worry about you in a moment. As you make to search the armor, handles suddenly yank out of your grasp. The drawers turn themselves shut. A disdainful humph issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed, the armor gives another humph. So what have we here? A rogue after some ladies fully undergarments, You talk? Do I? Yes, I do. Who are you? I am Louise, and who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow, rummaging about in other people's things. Never mind that. What are you doing here? Well, sir, if you must know, I am being an armorer. Why are you being an armorer in this brothel? I have become such an armorer because I want to be an armorer, thank you very much. It is not to watch the ladies undressing, nor have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to the practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armorer. The sights, the spells, the sensation. So all the women know about this, then? Yes, they do. They wholeheartedly approve of, well, not with their entire hearts exactly, while they have not spoken of their approval in my presence, since they are not exactly aware that I am an armoire. I would not want them to know that I am anything but, and so I have not been able to inquire upon this matter. I'll need something from you to keep quiet about this one. Very well, Posh, open the third drawer, you scalawag. As you reach your hand into the drawer, it slams shut on your fingers with great force. Searing pain races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Haha, cretin, idiot, open the drawer, I said. And you reach in. He slams his drawer again for emphasis and begins shaking with laughter. I'm going to tell them right now. First, I will tell you this one thing. I have been popping in and out of this brothel for a good long time. I'm quite knowledgeable regarding both its occupants and their activities. I assure you that talking about me is utterly worthless. Not only will you lose me as a potential source of information, but I'll simply disappear before someone comes to investigate your claims, leaving you to look a fool. Maybe I'll just chop you up for kindling then. You'll do nothing of the sort. Even the most common of men knows that one can't commit an act of violence within the brothel. You'll simply be cast out, and even if you were that were not the case, I assure you my command of the art is quite impressive. Add some questions then. Can you return to your normal form at will? I gave you a voice because it was the nice thing to do, not because I actually want to listen to you speak. Listen. It was one of those things of, she has information about Ravel. It is quest related. I came to her with a purpose and a goal in mind, and I decided, yes, I will help you get your voice back because I wanted to do it, but also because I need you. So it was dual purpose. However, she could tell some other sod. I will not deny the fact that I came to her with a purpose to wanting her to speak. And that purpose has since, well, gone through. That being said, I have gotten everything I want from her, and she has gotten everything she wants from me. We are even. Let's see. Who... Oh god, was it... Oh, thank god, it's not the dominatrix. This alarmingly voluptuous woman has a thick mane of waving, raven-colored hair. I don't think she does. Bluish skin and shimmering crimson eyes, like rubies which have fires lit behind them. Though she is not beautiful in the typical sense of the word, her features are exotic and not altogether unattractive. Greetings. The woman's voice is deep and sensuous. And greetings, and my greetings to you, sir. Her eyes roam over you. I am Kasai Ceres, so tell me, what might I do for you, Anything, Mort cries. Do anything you want to me. Kasai laughs heartily, revealing canines long enough to be considered fangs. She shakes her head and smiles at Mort. Truly, though, please, what can I do for you? Kasai, are you Ravel's daughter? Suddenly bares her teeth, eyes narrowing in slits of bathing crimson. What? Where did you hear such a thing? Echo told me.
Journal.
Ridiculous. I think I'd know if that wicked hag was my own mother. Now stop bothering me about it. Who is your mother, then? I don't know, all right. My father raised me. I never knew her, but I do look like a night hag. Do I look like a night hag to you? Well, there's the skin. The eyes. Maybe the teeth, too. Stares at you, her eyes blazing. Perhaps we'll speak later, but I'm no longer in the mood. Farewell. Okay, goodbye. Don't worry, I don't stay upset long. Something I can do for you, I had some questions. What do you know of Ravel? No, nothing. Entertaining questions, it seems. Really, though, I'm a student of Mistress Grace's. All the prostitutes brawls are... I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, it's gone. That's unsatisfying. A student? That's right. Brought out of school for when we're thinking of becoming sensates. Mistress Grace teaches the ways of the language so we can better identify with ourselves and those around us. It lets us experience the planes more fully, you know? Understand? Explode? No, I'm not going to explode yet. I will explode when we get to 200 followers on Twitch. Another question. Let's see. Another question. Echo told me. Who is your mother? No, of course not. Okay, so what do I do now? I have a way to prove it to her. I'm going to take a break from this. We're going to go back into the catacombs because I forgot to do something. We need to seek out the drowned nation.
I'm gone.
Although I just realized that there was a quicker way down here in the lower ward, potentially. How much is it? Forget it then.
Aye? Why not?
Done. Die.
I mean, if he's going to extort me.
Did you see that?
I'm gone.
What's up?
Litany of curses.
I'm gone.
You leatherhead.
Alright. Now he beat his ass.
Damn. All right.
We are powerful. Here, let's see. Sensory touch. I'll regen that damage over time.
Done.
I believe it's down this way. Ah, yes.
Gone. All right.
Oh, these ones aren't mad at me. Fascinating. Word has not spread to these guys. So, Warrens of Thought. Oh, I've opened that one already. Drowned Nations. Let's see. What are you doing? What are you doing here? I'm looking for a decanter of water. Not found the source of the water here, but it seems mostly damp to the east. Search there, you may find it. Thank you.
I'm gone.
Maybe it's over here. Or here, perhaps. You there, ghoul. No place for you this is. Tells us... Find food to keep from chewing on walking meat. Yes, Silent King tells us no walking meat. What is this place? I see, farewell. Okay. He has nothing to tell me. It's head to the east, so... Hold on. I don't care, I'm powerful. Look, I'm just chunking them consistently and taking minimal damage. It's great.
I'm gone.
Rusty dagger. Money. Let's see. This team's as good a time of any, or maybe not. We're not in dire straits yet. I was about to say we could summon the horde of skulls. that Mort allegedly has access to.
Okay.
Not dead yet? Yeah. Exactly. Warhammer, commons.
Did you see that?
Hell yeah. Slight murmur emanates from the...
I'm gone.
Ooh. Decanter! Look at that, chat! Look at that! Are there just infinite Varghoulies?
All right.
Something rolling within, yada yada yada. Okay, so that was all that was down this way. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now we go out this way. Now we go out this way. Don't worry about the rats. Oh, I'm out of sensory touch. I no longer have the magic touch. I touched the bone too much. Rats friends? These rats, not so much.
Done.
Why not?
Done.
Infinite tools. They just... Look, I don't make the rules, they just keep on coming. There's a map? Can I fast travel from the world map? No, I can't. Okay. I did not know that was a feature. The tutorial probably told me about it, but I probably forgot because it was throwing a lot at me at the moment. At that time, I should say. That's another problem with some, like, old school CRPGs is, like, their definition of a tutorial is throwing all the information at you all at once, which isn't particularly helpful.
All right.
I need junk. How do I get out of here? Yeah, here's a manual. Unfortunately, games don't come with a manual anymore. They're digital. Which is why, when I'm playing old games like this, I don't mind using a walkthrough.
Ready. Right.
Now, how do I... Let me select all the... Okay.
Done.
Like, if I remember, like, Morrowind has a really beefy manual that, like, explains everything in the game. Like, everything. Unfortunately, I never owned a physical copy of Morrowind. I've only ever had... Oh, hello. I haven't gone down you before.
I'm gone.
It's more XP! Let's go!
Did you see that?
I guess this is just where you go to get more EXP? I don't know. They give 200 each. Maybe not. Ooh, $500. Don't mind if I do. Used to be someone's home. High quality stiletto. Punch daggers of Murin. Let's see, what's better? 2 to 8, 1 to 4. Enchanted +1 piercing. Echo +1. Echo +1 luck. Ooh, yeah. This is definitely way better. I'm glad I stumbled into these. One of these demos seems pretty promising. Luma Island.
Done.
Has multiplayer too? What is it though?
Damn.
Mike's not working on this thing.
I'm gone.
Mike's not working on this thing. Mike's not working on this thing.
There should be an exit that leads to... No, that's many as one.
Damn.
Mike's not working on this thing. Mike's not working on this thing.
Die.
Mike's not working on this thing. Mike's not working on this thing.
Die.
There we go. Instantly dead.
I'm hurt. Die.
I'm getting a lot of crits. Okay, hold on. Sound effect warning.
I'm gone.
Like that. Why are you guys not moving? You were all selected before.
All right.
Let's see. You find it hilarious. Top-down 3D Stardew Valley-like from the looks of it. There's a whole profession system too. Players can take on roles. You find it hilarious that the two highest difficulty professions are Jeweler at 3 stars and Archaeologist at 3 skulls. Does that imply that the Archaeologist is harder than the Jeweler? Yes. You have it? Pour some of its water across my lips, and I shall tell you what I promised to tell you. Here you go. Clear water from the flash trickles across the stone lips, diluting the filthy flow that spews from the holes. As you watch, the ditch's water glows. Water slowly dissipates entirely, the dirty taint of it replaced by clear, fresh water. Clive groans in ecstasy. After a moment, he says, "You wish your answer now or later?" "Give it to me now." "Seek out a woman called Namel. She resides in Clerk's Ward, an upper sigil. I know not where exactly. Best of luck in your quest, immortal." The voice seems to fade as it speaks to you. Thanks, Clive. I had a few more questions. Never mind. I don't have any questions for you. Okay. Aha!
I'm gone.
That's where it was, chat. Archaeologists will actually require combat. Currently have a copper whip in my inventory. Do. A Dr. Pepper. Wait, what was it? Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Mr. Pibb. Dr. Pepper.
Chief, I won't fail you again, I swear.
I forget the other one.
I'm gone.
So now we go down to the hive.
All
We
right.
go to the bar. Has somewhat PS2-like graphics too, really nice. Okay. Examine the smoldering corpse. Greetings. Examine the creature. Okay, apparently I can't put him out with the decanter of water.
I'm here.
Ooh, saving throws, armor class versus piercing. Only usable emodrons. Plus 10 base hit points. Minus 1 to damage. Intoxicates wearer, immunity pan. It makes the modrons drunk. Apparently some modron once foolishly asked a wizard for what it's like to be intoxicated, and these goggles were fashioned. When this lens is equipped, the wearer becomes braver, stronger, but can't see targets too well, reducing the chances to hit and damage an enemy. Interesting. You can stop a flask that somehow holds an endless supply of water. It might be useful for putting out fires or some such task. Examine. Greetings. Okay, is it not going to let me use the item?
All right.
Marcus. Oh, come over here. Stand still. Okay, I guess I have to come around the back. Well, you can tell me with patrons. Don't make the point and interfere with the lives of people. Blah 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 blah. And some other questions. Something to drink. Beer. Where's my beer? Where is my beer? Where is my beer? I was promised beer. Give him a screenshot real fast. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna check the screenshot. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by trying to... Where's the beersmith? You know what this art style reminds me of? World of Warcraft, but early World of Warcraft. I really like it. Like, it's got that low poly thing, but, like, the high-resolution textures that kind of make it look like it's a very, like, intricate, like, diorama. Glad one of the demos of Tread was good. First one was in Anime Souls-like, but the combat felt super off because there's no block, only dodge, and dodge iframes are too short. It was a Pokemon-like, but you can't craft capture spears. You have to find them. Ugh. Yeah, high-res, but still pixel art. I mean... I wouldn't call that pixel art. It doesn't look like it to me. Greetings. Who is that burning man? Okay, I guess I can't put him out. Totally lets you make indie? Yeah, I would assume so. Or at least I would expect it, I should say. Otherwise, it's a bit of a wasted opportunity, I think. Sir, I wish to beat the shit out of you.
I'm gone.
Leave man alone. Beat him to death. Beat him to death. You may be asking why I'm doing this. Because I have a quest to do it. Hopefully this satisfies that quest. I'm not entirely sure. Spotted a pet shop? Nice. Shh. Few blocks south of the mortuary.
All right.
This is just someone's house.
I'm gone.
There are no Chaos Men in here. Good, I'm still true neutral. Lol, found some graffiti that just says Bud was here. Heh. I found the starved dogs barking and penned 3 of them in the dead
Updated
book.
my journal.
Here you are. Pretty bit it should fetch. 'Tis worth 33 coppers at least. I'm sure it belonged to one of me sisters, but she won't be needing it no more.
Couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Aye, what? Right.
Ah, cockroach charm. Okay.
All right.
Where's the beer smith? Where's the beer smith? Let's see. Clerk's ward.
All right.
What did my journal say? See a woman named Namel in the clerk's ward. Okay. Find the word that will unleash the full power. Okay. Alright. Namel is in here. I've seen Namel.
Done.
Just have to find her. It's Echo. It's Marissa. Oh, some good news. There does not seem to be a sleep requirement. Oh, thank God. That was the most annoying part of Stardew Valley. Like, I understand why. But it's still a... Excuse me? Oh, okay.
All right.
That was weird. I didn't expect them to just start showing up. You there, whore. No, thank you. Sure, why not? I'm not giving her 500 gold just so Mort can shove his head in between her tits. Drunken Mage. Older man is stirring his stein of ale, misery etched in his features. Battered pewter mug is an unusual one, lightly engraved with strange runes and bearded faces. It covered with a coat of thin frost. He looks up as you approach him. Greetings, sir. He seems slightly titchy. What's that mug you've got? This? I wanted a dice game. It's enchanted to keep whatever's in it freezing cold. In my case, cheap ale. He frowns and rubs his eyes, takes another swig of his drink. Something wrong? He sighs, belches into his hand, and nods. He takes another pull of ale. Aye, something's wrong, all right. I've gone and lost my apprenticeship. Well, hungover I was, and botched by Menta's last experiment. All for this damned drink. He sneers at the mug in his hand, but in seconds his expression softens. He takes another swig. Ruins everything, it does. This damnable drinking of mine. Why don't you just stop?
My journal.
He shrugs and sighs miserably. I simply cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I just need to drink. I try and stay away, but desire eventually overcomes me, and I cannot resist. Such a wreck I've become. He throws back the last of his ale and calls for more.
What you be wanting now?
Yeah, let's try and solve his problem.
Right.
Scroll of friends. Okay, I guess I can't pickpocket his Stein off of him. But at least we got a scroll out of it. Here, Mort, hold on to this. Mort, get over here. I swear I had another cockroach charm somewhere. We should play this game sometime, dude. I would love to. However, I feel like it's probably worth waiting for the game to come out. Goats confirmed. Wish listening now? Hell yeah. It's just one of those things of like, I'd like to experience it all at once and not piecemeal while it's in development. That's why I'm waiting for a loft to fully release before I do anything else with it. Charms. Sorry. My apologies. What? What do you mean? Oh, right. Okay, you have to deselect them. And then, let's see. Bunch of scrolls. Why did I give more to friend? I don't remember.
I'm gone.
Go to confirmed. Wish listing now. What's it called? Just so I can see. And like how many multiplayer slots is it? Namel is who I'm looking for. Luma Island. I'll have to check it out. I'd like to buy something from the Sensate Vaults. Oh, I can pay to have things identified too. Okay. Oh, I could have bought Remove Curse off of him too. Nemet. Hold on, let me consult the guide. Sorry, Nemel. Nemel, Glive, blah, 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 blah. Outdoor bar. Okay, so I walked right past her. And Stygian, how many multiplayer slots was Luma Island? Because I definitely probably want to... At least it's the 20th of next month. Ooh. Yeah, buddy, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it just yet. I've got a lot... I've got a lot of unexpected costs that are popping up. Up to 4 players? Oh yeah, we could totally get a group for that. To face you, violet eyes flashing like flawless chips of anvis. Her speeches is music, and you hear a faint musical tinkling under tiny crystal bells as she speaks. Each word lingers in your ears, as if they are unwilling to relinquish the exquisite sound. Amel turned to face the scarred, dour stranger. She asked what she wished of her. You're Namel. I was told you know the command word for this decanter. The woman makes no move to touch or examine the decanter, but only speaks. Namel took it from the stranger, turning it in her hands. Had she seen its like before, she thought? Perhaps. Yes, she remembered now. She returned the decanter. Whispering into his ear, she did so.
Updated my journal.
Realize the woman you know the word now. Nildenilsai. Though you're certain the woman never whispered it to you, but merely said she did. She blinks at you. Would the stranger leave her now, satisfied with what she had told her? But just yet, are you looking for someone? Where could she be? Namel wondered. Her companion, Aelwyn, was supposed to have met her here 3 days ago. The woman sighs miserably. The air around her grows chill with the sadness. How long must she search this vast foreign city before she finds her dearest friend? I can help you find your friend. What does she look like? Namel clasps her hands together and bows her head to you. She would be so pleased to hear news of her friend. She told the kind stranger what Aelwyn looked like, so that you would know her should she come across her. Image forms in your mind, a woman who resembles Mel, but with golden eyes and hair of fiery crimson. I'll return if I find her. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Get self-care bombed? I will. Hold on. I'll set up and stretch. I have, however, run out of water. But I'm probably going to be going in for another hour. Uh-oh. That's weird. Hold on. Uh-oh. My drawing tablet turned into static for a second. But yeah, I'll probably be going for, I don't know, maybe another hour. So yeah, I'm gonna stretch, at the wrist, get some wrist action in there. Okay, and now... Oh, my life was a fucking nightmare. Anyway. Where was I doing? Oh yeah, Hive. Go to the bar.
Right.
But yes, thank you for tuning in, MT. Stygian was just telling us about a game he found on NextFest called Luma Island. You might want to check it out if you like Stardew. Just quick save. I wonder if this decanter of endless water will do something. Tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As if in response to this, a challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward. falling under the grill and shattering. Why the hells? Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rushes from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. Cover your ears, block out the sound. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness in your hands like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh filled with bloody swirls. Try and get out of the bar. You're about to run from the bar, anything to get away from the sound, when suddenly all falls silent, except for the jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn, on the grill lies the canter of endless water, now nothing but shards and steam. Above it, the creature, flames still trailing from its body, hover over the bar's floor, is staring at you, its eyes flickering like two torches. I know you. Creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so it might speak. Yes. Its voice crackles, burns, roars through the creature's chest, and with every word, flakes of cinder and ash split from its mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignis.
Long have I slept dreams of flames. I am yours till death comes for us both.
We shall see. Oh! Okay. Alright, I guess. What can I give him? Okay, he has a hand slot, a wrist slot, left ring, chest. So he's a ranged guy. Alright, well I guess I have a new companion.
Done.
I was not expecting that to be the resolution. Okay, good. I'm still true neutral.
Done.
Wait, what was my... Aelwyn. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, she's just at the other outdoor bar. Had I just wandered around for a bit and looked around, I would have been able to solve it myself.
Done.
Is it over here? Yes, it's over here.
Right. We need to set up camp now. Aye?
Wait, what did that say? Status? Aelwyn. This tall, slender woman occasionally looks over her cup of wine to scan the surrounding patrons and passerby. Her facial features are elegantly exotic and her eyes are a brilliant golden color to catch the light sparkling as she looks about you. Greetings. She regards you carefully for a moment before replying. She speaks slowly and carefully, avoiding direct eye contact with you. I, Aelwyn, return your greetings. Aelwyn, your friend Amel is looking for you.
My journal.
She begins to smile and covers her mouth with her hand and looks down at her drink. I, Aelwyn, am most pleased to hear of Namel. Might I, Aelwyn, persuade you to tell of her place? I'll do it for a price. I, Aelwyn, understand. Are you a sensei? Yes, I am. Then I, Aelwyn, have no way to reward you. I'll do it
Updating my
anyway.
journal.
It's my pleasure. May I ask about her, though? The way she speaks and what her words do. How? I, Aelwyn, can only say that we come from another place, another world. We are not like the people here, whose words, thoughts, very feelings even affect nothing directly. Go on. I, Aelwyn, take great care to not affect those around me too greatly. Namel, she is new here and cannot do so. It is something she must learn, should she choose to remain here much longer. But why? There are many reasons. I, Aelwyn, feel it is not right to impose reality upon those with the ability to impose their own reality upon me, Aelwyn. Is there anything you cannot do by simply speaking it? She frowns. A strange, unpleasant feeling rises in the pit of your stomach. Please, I, Aelwyn, would speak of it no more. Alright, just one other question. He looks at you directly, your face reflected in the green golden disc of her eyes. He would speak of it no more to Aelwyn, and thus would no longer force her to speak in such a way to him. You find yourself unable to voice another question. Your words catch in your throat as you try to speak. Fine then, farewell.
All right.
Back to the other outdoor bar. I do wish that Ignis's eyes didn't constantly flicker. I found Aelin. She was looking for you too. Namel was overjoyed to hear of her friend. Was Aelin close by? She's at another cafe east of here, across this part of the ward. Mel think the man for soon should go visit Earl's Finn. Now, though, she will reward the stranger. Wait for her to reward you. Draw the stranger close, laying her hand upon his chest, kissing the pale leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorate him. This, then, was to be his reward. Wait. You wait, light tingling sensation upon your cheek and chest. The feeling spreads across the whole of your body as you begin to feel stronger, more animated. Thanks, I had some questions. Mel listened to the stranger's questions, but could answer none. He would have to seek his answers elsewhere. But I haven't even asked. Frustrated, confused, he at last gave up. It was clear that this woman possessed no more knowledge that was of use to him, or if she did, she could not be persuaded to share it. Very well, then. Nice. She gave me +3 maximum hit points. Actually, what's your class, buddy? You're a mage! Well, let me just check out Ignis. Let's see, 1 second. Mage. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so I'm just going to give him an identify scroll for now. I should be able to find more. Ball lightning, chromatic orb, magic missile, fire and ice. Actually, if I was spoiled on something, so I'm being a bastard. Copy spell. So now, Ignis. Let's see, scroll of armor. Sustains cumulative damage totaling more than 8 points plus. Wait. It is cumulative. Gains an armor class of 6 to the target. Is cumulative with the dexterity bonuses, but nothing else. The spell lasts until the wearer sustains cumulative damage totaling more than 8 points plus 1 per level of the caster, which in this case would be 15 damage. Note that this armor does not absorb this damage. It only disintegrates after that much damage has been inflicted on it. Okay. Let's see. More damage. Magic missile.
What is thy bidding? It shall be done.
Done.
Now, where were we? Language of the dodecahedron puzzle box. Keldar of Durian at the Great Foundry.
Done.
That's Lenny. He's not who I want. Let's just check what items we got. Nothing to sell. Although we might want to put some stuff back into the, what's the word I'm looking for? Back into our room over at the Sensorium. Here to put it in order. Right, I have more questions. What is this place? Great Foundry. Hold on. Did I soft flick myself by dropping it somewhere? I'm not sure. Hello. What do you want, Burke? I have some questions. Sorry, I'm pretty beat right now. I don't have the time to talk to you. I'll just take a moment of time. Don't have a minute to give you. Please ask somebody else. Okay.
I'm gone. Done.
They put it in here? Ooh, Tattoo of Revelation. Ah, okay, that doesn't help him.
right?
I seem to have misplaced the order that Blitzburg gave me, and I don't know where I put it. If anybody would like to watch through the VOD of the previous stream and tell me what I did with it, that would be greatly appreciated. Unless, of course, I just picked it up. Apparently there was something that I was supposed to get into the Great Foundry with, and it was that Glitzburg guy. Like, I apparently misplaced an item that he gave me that was pretty much just, like, a piece of paper that I was supposed to deliver. Yeah, because I have a quest. Take a message to Keldor of Durian at the Foundry. Glitzburg the Auctioneer has asked me to deliver a message to Keldor of Durian at the Great Foundry in exchange for 100 coins. Not sure where I put it. It's probably in the VOD of one of the previous streams, but I don't know where.
All right.
Put that away. Put that away.
Ready. Why not?
Done.
What? Good as done.
Ignis wish it shall be done.
Yeah, it's a lot of footage to go through. Like, I'm not expecting anybody to actually do it. It was just something I thought was worth mentioning. Oh, wait.
Aye, what?
Flames await.
Let's see. Displacer ring. Ring of the Traveler is just a +1. I'll put on that ring, and put this ring on you. Then, let's see.
All right.
Hmm.
Ignis hears you.
Identify, spell. Permanent +1 Constitution. Usable only by lawful good characters. Well, that's getting put in the bin. I am intentionally playing as true neutral for the bit. Hold on, let's just talk to this guy. About you. Meditating the way of stone. You'd be unbeatable in combat. Tell me what you've discovered so far. Hold on. I suggest looking for the thief trainer in the. Okay, I've gotten stuck with that quest too.
I'm gone.
Ah yes, split pestle and quin. There's a potion that will do that.
Done.
Yes, I am. Exotic items. Let's... Monster jug. See the other things. Front of the store. Elixir of horrific separation. Yes, that's the one. Ah, yes.
I'm gone.
It was the alchemist, and I believe the alchemist was here. Yes. I've got this elixir of horrific separation. Do you think that'd help you? Suddenly snapped the small bottle in your hands. He nods, smacking his lips. Here you are, then. Vessel Quinn takes the bottle in both his hands and places it beneath the counter. His left eye focuses on you, while his right eye and hand concentrate on scribbling furiously on the countertop. We can use this to make something that'll fix us. Right on top of it. Right on up. Now, if he gives us a moment when we got it all worked out, we'll give you some healing stuffs for a reward. Alright. Okay. The man closely resembles Plessel Klin, though without the crawling skin and constant cellular mutations. Greetings again, sir, and well met. What is that Plessel can do for you? He's hoping to get some healing concoctions. Of course, your reward, aye? Let's see now. I'll manufacture them for nothing, of course, but I'll need the proper ingredients. Noni's heart, powdered hematite, one hair of a deva, a thread from an Asamon's robe, or the blood of a regenerating creature, such as a troller. Actually, my wounds heal very quickly. Do they now? Well then, your own blood might just do. Here, give me a sample if you would. Give me a bit of your blood. Small quantity of blood, creating the back of the store. Returning to the back of the store, Pestle returns with a number of what appear to be hardened drops of blood. Placed upon one's tongue, these clot charms will heal existing wounds and aid in the prevention of new ones for a time. Thank you, I wanted to buy something as well. Okay. Gave me 10 of them, so that's 90 HP. That's pretty good. Although, with all this money that I've made, I might want to invest in some more healing items. And by invest, I of course mean... Let's see.
Not this time. Not this time.
See.
Not this time.
Whoa, I wasn't sure how much longer I could take his
Okay.
ridiculous hissing.
Apparently that doesn't work.
Done.
Well, I guess next up we'll probably see what's down here. Let's just quests. Scroll key. Piece of ravel.
I'm gone.
Ignis hears you.
Ignis. Okay, they're very powerful.
Not the fiend.
Aye?
Hold on, and then... Seeking Flames.
I'm hurt.
You see that?
Damn.
Okay, so maybe I'm not ready for this area yet. Oh, so she drops everything when she dies. That's inconvenient.
I'm gone. All right.
However, does seem to be a lot of items down here. Okay, let's just get out of here. All right.
I'm gone.
Hmm. I think that's enough for now. This game is very dense. Okay, we'll save that. Game. Okay. Thank you all very much for joining in. We'll just find somebody to raid. Let's see. Who's on? Who's on? Oh, Christiania is on. Okay. I will just post the raid message real quick. There's the raid message. We're going to raid Christiania and show her some love. Thank you all very much for watching. I have been Tufty, the Rat Baron. This has been Planescape Torment. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a good night. And don't forget to love each other. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. 1 second. Imagine I said that 10 seconds ago.